Hello again, and welcome to part 2 of Interpersonal Communications, and we're just going to continue where we left off. So, listening versus hearing, there is a difference. Are you a good listener or a good hearer? There's a difference. Hearing is the act of perceiving sounds. Listening makes a conscious effort to hear what is actually being said. Active listening assumes that half the responsibility for successful communication by actively giving the speaker non-judgmental feedback that shows you've actually heard what he or said. Could be by paraphrasing. Empathetic listening is understanding the speaker's perspective and personal frame of reference, and then giving feedback that conveys the understanding to that speaker. Paraphrasing, again, is repeating back to the speaker what you heard to ensure their message to you was correct so that you understood it correctly and enforce the understanding of their message. One-on-one communication, you have coaching, communicating with someone for the direct purpose of improving the person's on-the-job performance or behavior. And one really effective way to coach an employee is what we call the sandwich technique. You start with something good, you insert the behavior you would like to correct, and then again you end on a positive note. So you might say, hey, listen, we really appreciate the work you do. You really do a good job here. However, almost every day you're 4 or 5 minutes late, and you need to start getting here on time. But again, you're a great worker, and we enjoy what you do, and we'd just like to see what we can do to help you. Boom. Didn't sound negative. It wasn't, why the heck are you always late? You don't want to do it like that. So the sandwich technique is to start off with something positive, slip in what you want to have corrected, and then end again on a positive note. So the receiver doesn't feel like they're being badgered. Counseling, communicating with someone about non-job related issues that may be affecting them or interfering with their personal performance. And then we also have an employee assistance program, which is there at many businesses. It's assistance for employees with drug, alcohol, family illness, and personal tragedy. More and more companies are adding an employee assistance program. What is advising? Now, advising is providing evaluation, your personal opinion, some directions or instructions to help the person improve. Diverting is switching the focus of the communication to a new message. So if somebody's continuing on about one point and you want to go back to the original point of conversation, then you divert back to that. Probing, that's asking the sender for more information about some aspect of the message. Reassuring, responding to reduce the intensity of the emotions associated with the message. Reflecting is paraphrasing the message to indicate both acceptance and understanding. Now we're going to talk a little bit emotional intelligence. It's the capacity of people to recognize their own feelings and the feelings of others, to not only motivate themselves, but also to manage their own emotions and the emotions in their relationship with others. If you're having a bad day, don't take it out on everyone else. This concept requires an excellent interpersonal skill. It means you need to have empathy, compassion, emotional stability, and, above all, good communication skills. So, emotional intelligent managers motivate others. They focus on personal and organizational achievement, trying to bring the two together. They try to understand others, and they communicate efficiently and effectively. They manage by leading others, being like a coach, building successful teams, handle conflict appropriately, change organizations appropriately, manage diversity, and manage creativity and innovation. So when dealing with emotional people, don't make condescending statements. Do not make reflective, empathetic responses, and paraphrase your feelings. Reflective, empathetic listening is the ability to understand and relate to another's situations and feelings. It's what we call putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Feedback can come in two forms: destructive, Feedback that disapproves without any intention of being helpful and almost always causes a negative or defensive reaction to the person receiving the message. Constructive feedback is intended to be helpful, corrective, encouraging. It's not always perceived as positive, though. But if you do it in the right way, it will come through as a positive intent. Criticism is tough. How do you give it? Well, you never publicly criticize your boss, and don't ever criticize your boss behind his back, because no matter how much you think you trust everyone, it gets back to them. How do you receive criticism? Well, when you do get it, think that they're taking the time to help you improve. So don't become defensive or emotional. Even constructive criticism can be emotionally painful. But, take it in stride. Realize they're spending the time. They could just get rid of you, but instead they're trying to help you. There are people who have feelings of separation. To tell if a person feels separated from the group, they feel like they're a minority opinion. They speak softly. They fold their arms across their chest. They furrow their brow, and they avoid eye contact. They also turn their body slightly away from the group rather than facing the group or leaning into the group. Feelings of confusion. To tell if a person seems confused, you'll see that they speak in a weak, uncertain tone. They look around the group at others quickly to see if anybody else doesn't understand. They nod their head weakly, like they sort of understand, but they don't really. And they have a bewildered look. You'll find that in dealing with people, there are power struggles. Participants who feel powerful may maintain strong eye contact, use a powerful or strong voice, move their hands around a lot, and use gestures with assuredness, confidence. Participants who feel overpowered will avoid eye contact, lower their voice, and sit back in their chair, leaning away. This helps. I hope this helps you understand the methods and technologies of communication. And if you didn't see part one of this series, please do so. It makes so much more sense. Thank you for watching.